What's the story, everyone? Welcome back to GA Fan TV. What an extraordinary result for Kildare. They have beaten Roscommon 116 to 115. An incredible result for Kildare football. A result that puts them through to the prelims as a home team. They will finish second. An extraordinary game. Bit of an unusual setup here, currently here in Galway, actually, would you believe? So a bit of a different setup to what some of you lads would be used to. But yeah, what a result. What a win in the end for Kildare. For Dublin, they do progress into the All-Ireland quarterfinals. They go straight through, beat Sligo by an absolute mountain of a win. What, 323 to 8 points? Absolute madness there from a Dublin perspective, to beat Sligo by a scoreline like that. And yeah, look, what a result, what a story. You know, for Kildare, like they're that type of team that I've said for so long, that when they get going with the players that they have, they've so much potential. They've so much sort of, like, with the likes of Daniel Flynn, with the likes of Dara Kirwan, Alex Byrne, like what a finish that was from him in that first half. Channeling his inner Luis Suarez, getting a black card as well, probably living up to the name, in fairness. What a finish that was on his right boot, like outside of the boot. An extraordinary finish. Wow, like incredible stuff. And like Kildare have always been that side. I've said on different occasions in different videos, like they're that type of team that they do have that potential. They do have it in them. You know, a lot of these lads are under 20 All-Ireland winners just a couple of years ago in 2018. A lot of young players, a lot of very, very good footballers. Like they nearly beat Dublin a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago now, it feels like. You know, they didn't do that by coincidence. They did that because they're a good team. They are good, but their consistency has let them down. You know, that draw. You know, if they had I suppose if they had beaten Sligo, it wouldn't have mattered anyway when you look at it, because they finished second anyway. What an extra Kevin Feely around midfield, wonderful performance. Neil Flynn, very, very good. I didn't even think Daniel Flynn had his best game, in fairness. Alex Byrne, extraordinary. What a result. And from a Roscommon point of view, it's just another result, another big game, another big moment that has just gone away from them. You know, and the good news for Roscommon is that they're not gone. Look, they'll go into the prelims as the third place team. And I think actually with Monaghan being third as well, you know, you're going to have a lot more balanced preliminary games now, as opposed to what we would have had, which I feel like a lot of them would have been one-sided otherwise. But yeah, extraordinary stuff there from a Roscommon point of view to completely throw that away and lose by a point. Like, obviously, it was in O'Connor Park, it was in Tullamore, neutral venue. Kildare maybe have more familiarity with playing there before, but extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. Like, even when Kildare went down to 13 men with 2 black cards, Roscommon still didn't like, I know they were saying in commentary, like I was watching the game in a pub, and in commentary they were saying, like, oh, Roscommon have really took advantage there. They've scored 1-3 without reply, and they've really taken advantage of Kildare being down to 13 men. But I didn't really think they did. I did not really think that they did, because like Kildare were down to 13 men. They were there for the taking, and Roscommon did not capitalise. And the longer the game stayed close, the more Kildare grew in confidence, and the more that they felt that they had a serious chance of actually going on and potentially winning the game. And that's exactly what they've done. So fair play. Meadman says here, wasn't expecting that. I don't think many people were. And look, it's a huge opportunity now for Kildare, like, play one of the third place teams. I think Mayo and Cork I think there was a point in it when I left there, so I have no idea what the full-time score is there. But I think with Kerry's big win over Louth, I think Cork would probably finish third anyway. So Kildare could end up playing Cork, they could end up playing Monaghan. There's some tough games there for Kildare. There is some tough games for them, and look, they got beat by Cork very comfortably earlier in the year, so they'll need to, you know, they'll want to avenge that, in fairness. But yeah, like, Kildare is a county. They are a team on the rise. I genuinely do believe they have the potential to win Leinster in the next couple of years, like with Dublin possibly regressing. But yeah, look, from a Dublin point of view, I didn't watch the game. I was on GA Go, and there wasn't really any pubs really showing it here. I could have watched it on my phone, but I was like, you know what it is, I'll just have to say, this is a very unusual recording like this, but here we go. But yeah, no, look, like, I was keeping an eye on score. But I was seeing after 20 minutes, it was 3 points to 2 to Sligo, and you were thinking, Jesus, could there be something on here? But once Conor O'Callaghan gets that goal, Dublin completely settled, and it was just it was one-way traffic from there. Complete domination. You know, even a Roscommon win here wouldn't have put them first. Like, Dublin would have won it on score difference, on the basis of the table. So, yeah, you know, great result. Owen Merchant obviously getting a goal. I seen Desi Farrell was making a lot of changes going into the final 20 minutes as well, resting lads. That's how it should be. It looked two very good wins for Dublin, but will we learn a huge amount about Dublin even despite that win? We probably won't. You know, we probably won't learn a huge amount about Dublin until the All-Ireland quarter-finals. And I said that after the Kildare game, and I'll stand by that after this victory as well. Like, it's a great win, but, you know, from looking at it on Score Beyond, looking at the score, like, Sligo hit, 3 points in the opening couple of minutes. They hit 5 points after that for the remainder of the game. So I think their confidence definitely took a massive hit once they started to really kick into gear. So yeah, great result from a Dublin perspective. But yeah, I think the story has to go to Kildare. Extraordinary stuff for them, extraordinary win for them, and wow, fair play. But yeah, we'll wrap this up here anyway. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully the quality here wasn't too bad. I'm outside this what place is that? There we go, little shout out there. Anyway, back to the pub. Galway Armagh up next. Should be a good one. Probably going to miss it, in fairness, on the way back to Dublin now. But yeah, wow, what a story, what a result for Kildare. And could Kildare end up in an All-Ireland quarter-final? We wouldn't have expected that, would we, a couple of months ago? And yeah, for Roscommon, like, they shit the bed, really, didn't they? Like, they do, like the defeat to Clare last year. Roscommon getting to an All-Ireland quarter-final, you felt like it was there for them. It was there for them, and now the chances of getting there are going to be tough. Like, you know, playing Kerry possibly, you know, that would be tough. But yeah. Anyway, wrap this up here. Cheers, anyone who tuned in. Speak to you all soon.